Lee.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the 1860 Club.
Pleasure.
Great to see you. Wonderful to be here in Craigieburn.
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much for the hospitality.
No worries, thank you.
And thank you, Marie. Yeah.
The boss.
But you're one of the loved characters around the club from the 80s. And I had the pleasure of knowing you when you were a very young bloke. How old are you now?
60. I'll be 61 in March.
61 in March.
Next
Wow.
year,
Yeah. You're still living up to the Bali image.
Oh, no. It's well and truly gone. Yeah.
So where did the nickname Bali come from?
During my time at Preston, during the Christmas breaks, I'd get away and head off to Bali for about 2-3 weeks and come back tanned and ready to go again.
Okay.
I'd just disappear and
Right. Because when I first came down to the club, you were known as Bart.
Bart, yeah. Craig Coonan gave me that nickname.
Yeah.
Black Bart. Don't even know why. I don't know what. It have some meaning to it, but.
And did you have any other nicknames?
Phil Joblin. He gave me the nickname F.
Right.
F for ethnic, because I was the only non-Australian in the side at the time, so that stuck around for a while too. So yeah.
Fantastic.
It was a funny one. Yeah.
Now, of course, you're of Italian heritage, great Italian heritage. So you were born in Melbourne?
Born in Melbourne, yep.
Yeah, parents immigrated out here. So they came from which part of?
My dad was from Abruzzo, which is the middle of... both my parents came from Abruzzo, which is in the middle of Italy, between Florence and... Rome and Naples, I think, yeah. So... they come out here and the proxy marriage, what was it called those days or something?
Right.
Yeah, something like that. And then they got married here and not long after that, I popped out.
You popped out?
Yeah.
So you were born in Collingwood?
Yes, born in Collingwood at the time, yeah.
Yeah. Did your schooling in Thomastown?
Went to, Thomastown Primary and then Thomastown High School.
Right, yeah. And that's where you had contact with footy initially?
Yes, played my juniors up to 19s with Thomastown Footy Club.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll come back and talk about your footy later, but you weren't always a cricketer.
No, I didn't play hatch or anything like that. I didn't play junior cricket with anyone. I just played in the street with my mates and we'd put the tape on the ball and we'd ping around everywhere and had the rubbish bin as the wickets, and when the cars would come we'd have to quickly, grab the bin and run off the side of the road there until the cars passed and then continued on. But yeah, that's the only cricket I played. There was I had no education on anything. Right. Bat, obviously, not being able to bat followed right through my career, but I just loved the bowling.
So you just went out there and tried to bowl quick?
Yeah, I just back in those days, in the late 70s and 80s, the Windies were quite strong, and I used to love watching, Andy Roberts, Marshall, Garner, Croft, and then who followed after that was Michael Holding, Whispering Deaf. I just loved watching him bowl, and Courtney Ambrose, all those blokes, and I love their aggression and how quick and the bounce they'd get off the wickets, and that intrigued me, and I just sort of kept watching them play, more so than watching the Aussies play.
So you went down to Reservoir Socials. Yep. What age were you when you went down there?
Oh, I think I just turned 18.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I was a good friend of mine, Craig Coonan, who played a few years at Preston. His family was heavily involved down there. Craig's dad, Roy, was a bit of a legend down at the club, and Craig said, come down and play, and I thought, why not? So I was there for about 2 or 3 years. Started off in the 2s, I think, then worked my way up into the 1s. So that's where it all sort of competitive cricket started as such.
A late age.
Yeah. Straight off the cricket on the road to the cricket on the matting. So
And whilst you were down there, you got picked in the JICA under-21 team, which played against Preston's under-25 side.
Yes.
And you must have bowled pretty well because somebody from the club, probably Dick or Berrickrey or somebody like that, asked you to come down.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was, but Yeah, the other under 21 sides that we were playing played on turf, so they were familiar with the track, and so someone organised obviously a practice match against Preston under 25s at Preston, obviously, and yeah, that's how it sort of went on. And obviously, yeah, I think I went okay, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Would you like to come down next season?" So yeah.
Was the money offered pretty good?
No, no, no. I would. I was just a nodder to play sub-district and play on turf. You know, turf
of course
was the real cricket then.
Yeah.
If you played on turf, you were there sort of.
Yes.
Local cricket.
So that was about 83, 84 that you came down to Preston. You must have made a big impression because you played in the twos straight away, and in your first season you played a game or two in the ones. What was your first impression?
From the days of playing on the road to a resort social and that, I just ran in and bowled.
Yeah.
So I had no education, no thinking behind anything, bar bowl as quick as you can and at them,
Yes.
So pretty much after watching the West Indies, that's all I sort of knew. So moving up to that level of cricket, well, first I had to change my length. Because I could bowl short on the mats and get a bit of bounce, do that on the turf and nothing would happen. I found out pretty quick, and you get whacked all over the park. So yeah, it was just changing my bowling, my line, my length. That was the main thing.
Right.
Yeah, just coming off the two different tracks.
You were playing under Ian Murray.
First year, yeah.
No greater sort of
legend.
Absolute legend.
Great man. Yeah.
And in that team, there would have been quite a few other well-known players from characters from Preston.
Yes. Well, there's. I'm not sure if Steve Harvey was in the twos then, but Scott was, and I went to school with the Harveys, and I was in the same class as Rosalind, their sister, actually. Who else was there? Billy Muir might have been there. I don't know. Carpy, yes. Carpy was there. I'm not sure if Chipper was there. I think he might have been in the ones at that stage. But yeah, there were some great players who I played a lot of cricket with.
Yep.
Adam Devlin.
Yes.
Great bowl, Adam.
Very sad to learn about Adam's passing.
That was a shock. That was a big shock.
It certainly was. So you had a pretty good start to your career at Preston. Then in the next year, 84, 85, I was your captain in the twos.
Yep.
You won the bowling average, took a lot of wickets. I forgot to say in your first year, you actually took a hat-trick in the twos.
I don't remember it, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. That's what the annual report says.
Okay.
So,
that's good enough.
Yeah. When I first came in contact with you, I was just told that you were a young tearaway, which you were. You had a beautiful run-up, very fast run-up, and a very, very good action. I'm just amazed to hear tonight that you didn't have any coaching or education. It was all natural.
Yeah. Well, the action, I don't know, was, like you said, just a natural thing. Some people just naturally go well at certain sports. So obviously that aided me a little bit. It didn't. I remember when I went to Reservoir Socials, going back a bit with Craig and that, I like to get a chart with the fielding positions. So I had no idea. I didn't know where cover was mid-on. I didn't even know what offside was of the oval. So I had to learn all that, and my run-up, it was something that never changed from day one to the very end. I even recall as the season went on, my footprints were there, so I just followed those.
Right.
So I wonder if with a bit more training, what may have happened.
Well, you bowled off about 20, 25 metres and charged in.
Half that.
And also you could bowl for long periods as well at good pace.
I remember at Preston, it was a lot of work on fitness. We did that run, I think it was up Kramer Street to
Gilbert
Road, and then back down Bell Street and all that. So that was, we did that quite often, and and obviously just bowling in the nets, just bowling and bowling and bowling would build your fitness as well. So that was something I did have to work on.
Did anyone take you under their wing at training?
Not directly. I was indirectly. I had a lot of help. With John Berricree, who was a coach at the time. Eddie, didn't say too much to me, but just playing with him or watching him bowl, what he would do to certain batsmen at certain times of the game and all that. Chipper helped me a bit. I got a little bit off everyone.
Yes, yeah. And you enjoyed the competitive side of it. You were a very competitive person.
I loved getting into the batsman. I'd love to hurt him a little bit before I got him out. So because I thought, by the time I got to bat, I wouldn't last too many balls, so there wouldn't be too many chances of them getting back at me. So I love once again going back to watching the Windies bowl and all that. I like to do a little bit of aggression there. Yeah. It was good. Yeah.
It was very tough to get into the ones, even though you were taking a bundle of wickets. In fact, I think your second season you took 40 wickets, which is a power of wickets. Very hard because of the depth of bowling that we had, but you kept on persevering and eventually got up into the ones after a series of outstanding seasons. The step up from the twos to the ones, how did you find that?
Yeah, it was quite a big step. Just the depth of the batting, they batted quite deep. I recall a game, I think it was at home, we were playing Brighton maybe, and this old fella come out, at that stage he was old to me, he probably was not too much older than myself, but he came out to bat and I thought, this is going to be an easy wicket. So I've come in and bowled as quick as I could, and he's whacked me, and I think it might have gone for 4 or something. I thought, lucky shot. So I went back a few more yards and bowled a bit quicker, and the quicker I bowled, the further he hit me. And I thought, what's going on here? I was a total lack of respect to him, and after the game, we were in the rooms, and I approached him, and it was the other way around. He approached me, just introduced himself, had a bit of a chat, and he made the comment that never prejudge the batsman that's coming out, right? In regards to their looks, their age, whatever, how their stance. He goes, because at that level they're all good cricketers. So that sort of stuck with me a little bit, and I learned to show a bit of respect to especially the top order batsmen.
Yeah, was that before or after you played against Carl Hooper?
That was before.
Before?
Yeah, yeah.
So then you played against Carl Hooper in that game where he played at Moorabbin at Preston, and you got him out?
Got him out. I think he was just tired more than anything. I can't remember if I bowled him or he played on or something, but he'd been there for a long time and made a stack of runs.
121, I think.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good. Yeah.
Was he the best batter that you bowled to, or were there others?
Look, there were others, but when I played, I didn't take notice of who I was bowling to. I just ran in and bowled. I know there's some blokes from Brunswick. If you rattle off names, I'd know I would have bowled to them. Broadmeadows has some good cricketers. I think there's some Sri Lankan cricketers playing back then. But yeah, I didn't really know who I was bowling to. I didn't take any notice. Not that I didn't care, but I just ran in and bowled. Did my job. But yeah, there would have been some good ones. Even in the twos, you come off some good players.